Right, more news now. A government minister has warned that some schools in Suffolk are not meeting their targets for GCSE results. The government wants to see every secondary school by 2011 having at least 30% of pupils gaining 5 A to C grades at GCSE, including Maths and English. But Suffolk is one of 3 counties where ministers say not enough's being done to boost performance in some schools. Expert advisers will now visit the county.
All of us have the same objective, all of us have the same desire, which is to ensure that all schools offer the right standard of education to young people. Suffolk, are very keen for us to be involved, very keen to work with us, and I'm sure with that attitude we'll see all schools in Suffolk reflect the educational standards that we want.
An elderly man has died after his car plunged into a river in Essex. 70-year-old George Sargent from Hullbridge died when his car left the road and went into the River Crouch around 5 o'clock last night.
Tens of millions of pounds of taxpayers' money has been wasted as a result of construction companies illegally fixing prices. That's according to the Office of Fair Trading, which today fined 103 companies for so-called bid rigging.
They claim builders, including 4 here, colluded to artificially inflate the cost of projects. Some of those companies are now seeking legal advice. Martin Stew reports.
It's an example of award-winning sustainable architecture. But Edmunds distribution centre in Southwold is also the victim of an alleged multi-million-pound price-fixing scandal. After a 5-year investigation, the Office of Fair Trading handed out fines to companies it claims carried out illegal bid rigging. One of the techniques used is called cover pricing, and that's where 2 or more building firms collude to try and win a tender. They do that by getting one of the companies to bid artificially high, therefore making the other company's bid look cheap by comparison. Buildings like Cinema City in Norwich, community halls in Ipswich and Kings Lynn, the critical care ward at Queen Elizabeth's Hospital also in Kings Lynn, and psychiatric wards at Addenbrooke's in Cambridge were all victims. 4 companies were implicated in our region. RG Carter and Kier were fined 3 and 17.9 million respectively. Both are consulting their lawyers. Haymills were fined 800,000 and refused to comment today. And ISG Jacksons, who escaped without a fine because they have a new parent company.
The message to the industry is the fines this time are not half as high as they will be for those who transgress again.
According to the local government authority, council taxpayers nationally have paid out at least £129 million too much as a direct result of price fixing.
This should send out a firm warning: don't cheat the public sector, because the public sector will win.
The companies have 2 months to appeal. Martin Stew, Anglia News, Southwold.
The RSPB is calling on the government to do more to protect our rivers after an Environment Agency report revealed many are not up to standard. Although water quality across England has improved, no river in East Anglia could be described as pristine. The River Wensum in Norwich and the River Nar have been singled out as needing improvement.
Next, it's had a multi-million-pound revamp on the outside with the building of a new tower. But now attention has turned to the inside of St Edmundsbury Cathedral.
A new vaulted ceiling is nearing completion, but as Claire McGlasson now reports, it's an extremely complex operation.
The very first piece of the puzzle. And as jigsaws go, it's pretty tricky. 2,500 pieces, every one made to measure. Oh, and then there's the task of putting them together. It's the finishing touch to the Millennium Project, which built a new tower on St Edmundsbury Cathedral.
This whole project, the vaulted ceiling project, is sort of the icing on the cake, really. We've had 9 years now of building work going on. Everybody got very excited about the tower back in 2005, and then other works that have been going on. But really, this does feel like the final stage now in this great project. And, of course, it's going to make the cathedral look really beautiful when it's complete.
And it's going to look like this. A fan vault ceiling inspired by King's College, Cambridge. All the work of tailor-made joinery based in Bilston near Ipswich. He used a laser to take 29 million measurements and create this 3D model of the tower.
And this is the centrepiece, the section that will stop 6 tons of oak from crashing down. And it's primed and ready to paint.
The team even had a practice run, assembling the entire ceiling in their workshop to check every join.
I think it'll look awesome. I think it'll be awesome. To let people see it that, friends and family is going to be something else.
It's taken 6,500 hours of painstaking work so far. And in this job, there's no room for error. Every piece has to be the perfect fit. Claire McGlasson, Anglia News, Bury St Edmunds.
Oh, you need so much patience. Cricket. England have arrived in South Africa for the Champions Trophy, with Essex batsman Ravi Bopara under pressure to keep his place in the team. He scored 167 runs at an average of 23 during England's 6-1 defeat in the one-day international series against Australia. He's now hoping to keep his place for England's opening Champions Trophy game on Friday.